Hello folks, Rob here, back with another disc dive video. Today we're doing a multi-generational video. There's going to be 3 generations of this bed that I'm making here in this video. None of what I'm doing in this video is anything I've really tried before to this extent, so you get to come along for the journey. Right now I'm just making the initial bed. The thought process I was going with here was I've tried, poking cells into a cell bed for chameleon cells. This time I'm going to try dragging the poker with the oil on it and going from there. So with that in mind, I wanted to lay down some stripes across the bed rather than lengthwise. Then I'm going to do a black pullover from top to bottom across all the colors. That's the black pullover. Now I'm grabbing my silicone, dipping the pin in it, and just dragging the silicone dipped pin across the bed. You can see it makes a one long cell there, and I'm going to heat that up with the heat lamp. One thing I wanted to try here was just doing a little drag across the top with some of this paper towel, just cut into little wedges here. So that's what this is, just cutting up some wedges. Just experimenting here, not really sure what will come of this. Getting out my trusty straw to blow a couple spots in this thing. Get the wooden poker to drag something down the middle there. Defined between the pulls like there is at the top, but I still think it looked pretty cool, and I do end up sending a disc into this. Blowing some of that black in there. Finish the tail. All right, and in goes the Firebird. And then here's the result. Definitely a unique looking disc. I did a black spin around the rim with a little bit of a fade there. Looks pretty cool. Now on to generation 2 of this bed. After I took the previous disc out, I put some plastic wrap over the top of this bed, let it cool down, and then peeled it off before doing this. Another black pullover. And it's going to be another oil line down the middle for this one to start. Then into the heat lamp. So while it's under the lamps, I grabbed my straw and I'm going to just start blowing into the edges of this big cell that's down the middle. You'll notice the area where there wasn't full total black coverage is developing these teeny little cells as well around the outside, and that ends up looking pretty neat. Right now I'm just blowing a little bit of the black into the cell, just making the edge of that cell look just irregular. That's what the bed turned out looking like. Still doing a little final tinkering here before I send a disc in. Now in goes the disc. It's a Castoplast Stig, and here's the result. This thing is just so unique. Turned out pretty awesome. I really learned a lot about what you can do with one long cell in that one. And now here is generation 3 of this bed. This time I wanted to see if I could drag some spiral cells through this thing. We did, a couple straight lines. This one's going to be spiral. Another black pull over the whole thing. This time with a lot better coverage than previous. And I'm going to start just tracing a spiral with the oil-covered pin here. There are some areas where it looked like the oil was a little light, so I went back a second round, dragged the pin through those areas, and now I'm just heating it all up with the heat lamp. This is sped up at about 10 times speed. I come in here in a second, just add a couple more lines and fill in some spots. Just doing a couple minor touch-ups here, adding oil in a couple places where it looks like it needs it. Looks like it's pretty close to fully bloomed here, and I'm going to take that out in just a second. Pretty neat result here. The spiral cell, actually pretty cool stuff. Going to send a Streamline Discs Echo into that. You don't get to see that part, but here's the result of that. But it centered up pretty well. Overall, I think that's a successful experiment. Pretty cool. One big long spiral noodle. And here's the trio. Overall, I think these were some pretty fun experiments. Turned out really well. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Leave a comment. Share this video if you think anyone you know might like it. If you're interested in picking up any of my dyed discs, there is a link to my Etsy shop and discdyeing.com store in the description. Once again, thank you for watching, folks. Until next time, happy dyeing. So long.